Coming, Ariga.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
Please, can you share the live transcript with your friends who may not be able to join on the Zoom?
Okay,
Please
sir. The
share the
YouTube
live
link.
transcript to them.
Answer.
I've sent it to the chat. Copy it and paste. Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This to different WhatsApp groups so that your friends can watch on YouTube. Good morning.
Good morning,
So
sir.
the
Good
lecture
morning,
will
sir.
start in a bit.
Morning, sir.
Yeah.
Morning.
Please. Yeah, good morning, please. Yeah, you need to mute your speakers, all of you. Please mute your speakers. We are starting the lectures shortly.
Sunday.
Yeah, good morning.
Man is talking now.
Put your speakers on. You should put it off, please. Chat, please mute your speaker. Yeah, if you do not mute your speaker, I will have to send you out of the class. I just delete you from the class. Mute your speaker, please. As you are coming in, mute your speakers. Yeah, if I ask a question, just type the response in the chat box. Yeah, can you hear me, please? Type yes in the chat box if you can hear me. All right, I can see your hands raised up. So that means you can hear me, all of you. All right. Yeah, please mute your speakers. Good morning, all. Yeah, my name is Dr. Alamufemi Ololade. At any time, if you cannot hear me, please just type on the chat box and tell me you cannot hear so that I could repeat what I've said again. So can you all see my screen? Just type in the chat box, type yes if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Please type yes if you can see my screen. Yeah, please mute your speaker or I will yank you off the lecture. Yeah, can you see anything being displayed on your screen, please? All right, I've seen people typing yes. Okay, great. So for those of you who may not be able to join using this channel, please send this link to your friends for them to join on the Zoom, on the YouTube channel that we have created. Just click on it, you'll be able to link to the YouTube channel. Then on the YouTube channel, you can click on like, write your comments there, we'll see it. At any time, if you cannot hear me, just type on the chat that you cannot hear me. Then I should be able to respond to that very quickly. All right, so good morning, and I welcome you most sincerely to today's lecture. I am Dr. Alamu Femi Ololade of the Department of Computer Sciences, University of Lagos. And of course, you are here for a course with the title Introduction to Computer Science. Okay, is my picture showing? Okay, can you see my screen now? Okay, you can see something on the screen. I'm displaying FSC, Introduction to Computer Science. Can you see that on the screen? Introduction to Computer Science,
Yes,
FSC 113. All right,
yes.
Some people can see it. Please just search through the picture slides by the side. There you can click on that to be able to see it. All right, thank you. Please mute yourself or I yank you off. Please mute yourself. Please mute your microphones. What's so difficult in doing that? If your microphone comes on again, I will throw you out of the class. Please mute your microphones. You are disturbing everybody in the class that way. Yeah, well, I feel some people are just they don't just want to cooperate. Please, as you are joining me, it is Introduction to Computer Science. Well, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, on behalf of the HOD, Department of Computer Sciences, I welcome you to today's class, which is the beginning of the semester. and the beginning of the session for you in your journey in the university. I'm going to be taking you through okay, does anybody know how to mute microphone? Just go to, you just click on your screen surface, then you see something like a mic. You click on it and your microphone will be off. So that's how to mute microphone. Just click on your screen. You see a place where you see mute, you see start video, you see share screen. So just click on the mute and your microphone will be off. Now, for those of you who will not be able to join in the class, please go to the live stream on YouTube. The address has been pasted earlier. Please mute your microphone. Yeah, I've sent the address again for the YouTube channel. All right, so I, as the first lecturer, will be taking you on the history. Yeah, I kept quiet. I wasn't saying anything. Yes, can you hear me now? Ali Matt, can you hear me, or Ali something? All right, so, okay, somebody said yes, you can hear me. All right, thank you. So history and development of computers, that's the first lecture. Yeah, that fellow should mute his system, please. Mute your system. Yeah, please be quiet. Can you stop? Yeah, some of you are in your houses and you are disturbing. Please mute your microphone as you are joining. I'm not supposed to hear your family conversation, please. Just mute your microphone as you are joining. All right, so we'll be looking at history and development of computers. All right. So before we continue, of course, I'm doing a lot of things here. I'm reading your chat, and also some of you said you don't understand how Zoom works. Well, please, you find out that once it is 300 students, all the others can go to the YouTube channel to watch the live stream of this broadcast, right? So history and development of computers. As a form of introduction, you are all used to one form of calculation, one form of addition, one form of subtraction from the onset. Now, when you started your schooling, especially the elementary school, the primary school, or probably those of you that attended kindergarten schools, you were taught how to count either by using strokes of lines, or some of us, when growing up, were told to go outside the home to pick up some stones. So some numbers of stones. So you bring them in, you start counting them one after the other, one after the other. You will say, okay, you are supposed to count 10, you count 10, you count 2 separately, right? You bring them together, then you count everything. That is a form of calculation. But again, in ancient times, people do calculation by means of arrangement of sticks and stones. All right, I can see YouTube stuff. Somebody is sharing it another YouTube. All right, thank you. So we do a number of calculations manually in time past. Now, if you need to send somebody, okay, for instance, if you need to send a particular detail to an individual in the ancient times, the Yorubas will say it is aroko. That means you are sending a coded message to another individual. Doing that is a form of computation. Counting stones for addition is a form of computation. Counting stones or using strokes of lines as is for probably counting or multiplication is a form of computing. However, with the increase in the number of computational tasks that we need to carry out, there's a need for some of these things to be digitized, to be made more convenient for individual. Therefore, a need for us to come up with systems or things that could help us in this regard. So we're going to be looking through the journey that computer took before getting to this point that it is. So we'll be looking at the history and development of computers. Yeah, so, but before we start, we should have an idea of what a computer is or what a computer should be. By definition, we say that a computer can be defined as a data processing machine that can store, process data, and give out outputs based on the logic supplied by the user. Now, there are some things that we need to look at. We say a computer can take in data. So what is data? Data is simply an unprocessed information. It is the frequency and the number, that's the frequency that we collect from the field, unprocessed. That is data. Now, for a computer to be able to process any data, it has to work on it using some stored information on the computer itself. It uses this stored information to process the data. Processing can be addition, can be multiplication, can be a Boolean expression, can be a comparison, and a host of other operations that can take place on the data. And once this information has been thoroughly processed, we send out outputs based on the logic that the computer works with. The logic can be add 2 numbers. The logic may be add 3 numbers, and it goes on and on. Please, can you still hear me? You can type yes if you can hear me. Just type yes so that I can know you are still following. Can you hear me, please? Oh, thank you. Olaleye Yanoluwa. All right. Thank you. Mayo Wareko, thank you. I can see your hand. Elizabeth, thank you. All right, so let's continue. It is made up of various physical and abstract components. It is made up of various physical and abstract components used to facilitate the automatic processing of the data supplied. The physical parts are known as hardware, and the invisible parts or the abstract parts are known as softwares. So the part of the computers that you can touch physically that is on your table or under your desk is called the physical parts. it is called the hardware. The ones that you cannot see but helps in the operation of the computer system is called the software. Later in the course, you'll be looking at what hardware are, types of hardware, then you will see pictorial evidence of how you can identify hardware and software. Then for softwares, you're going to be looking at types of software, what they do, how to apply them. So far, we have been able to learn what a computer is, right? We have been able to see that a computer processes data using stored information, and it gives us output based on the logic supplied by the user. So who is the user? The user is you, me, or any other person who interacts with the computer. Now, we do not say the user is only human. A computer may be a computer, right? And a host of other things. So, moving on to the next slide, history of computers. Can you see my screen, please? You can type yes. Can you see my screen? All right, Sanusi, thank you. Uriade Aribisala, thank you. Samsung's iPhone, thank you. All right, Adibimpe Kadiri, thank you. Ene Pataki, Oluwafemi Emmanuel, thank you. So we're going to be looking at history of computers. Now, when we talk about computers and the history, we want to look at what led to the journey of what computer is today. Of course, we have several things that prompted the use of computers, and one of it is the use of counting stones, the use of sticks. But as our computational need increases, for instance, if I tell you to add 1 million plus 1 million, it becomes very strange for you to count 1 million stones, heap them together, count another 1 million stones, then join them together and start counting. That becomes very laborious. Hence, a need for us to come up with a system to be able to easily do some of this work. Hence, the advent of tools that can help us. So we're going to be looking at those tools that preceded the actual computers. Can you see the new screen, the Abacus? Yes. Can you see the new screen? Please type yes. Can you see the new screen, please? If you can see, just type yes in your chat box. I'm waiting for your response. Oh, thank you, Amanda Jai. I can see. Bella, thank you. Adenuga, thank you. And Queen, thank you. Oh, Queen, you can't hear me, or you can't see the screen. Okay, Ajayi Akintomiwa. Okay, thank you. Aruwo Shegbe, thank you. And Mercy. So let's continue. So the Abacus was the first form of tool that was used to ease our computational needs, right? So the history of that is that Abacus started or emerged about 5,000 years ago, or around 7. I still can't hear you, sir, but I can see the screen. Please check your earpiece or make sure that your stuff is enabled. Somebody said he cannot hear me. Please check your earpiece or make sure that your system is set up to be able to use your system microphone. Yeah, a number of people can hear me and they can see my screen. So please look into that. Okay, please, can somebody share the link to the YouTube? I can't see the screen. All right, Ibukun, Thank you. Yeah, Ibukun Akintobi, thank you. Ibukun is sharing the YouTube link. Thank you. Olatosin, thank you for sharing the link. Thank you, Ibukun. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's continue. So Abacus started to ease our computational needs around the 7 BC in Asia, which is now China, and is still in use even up till today. Now, I'm sure some of you would have interacted with the Abacus, but you don't know that's what you interacted with. While growing up, you'd have been supplied with some toys that had beads on them. You see, you have a long pole being surrounded by maybe some plastic, then you have some beads on them. So the beads can be used for calculation. I'm going to show you the picture of what it looks like so that you see what the Abacus is. It allows users to make computation using a system of sliding beads arranged on a rack, right? As the use of paper and pencil spread, particularly in Europe, the Abacus lost its importance. However, it is still finding relevance in history. So, in the next slide, you're going to be looking at what the Abacus look like. And I think that will refresh your memory to know that actually you would have played with this kind of toy in time past, but of course, the modified one. Yeah, please, can you see the Abacus on the screen? And if yes, has any of you played with this before as a form of toy? If you have played with it, you can say yes. Oh, Lawa, thank you. That means you can see that Abacus is still finding relevance. No, haven't played with it. No, all right. Agbai, okay, don't worry. It's not compulsory you play with it, but a number of people here would have seen it. And even the little children of nowadays, you see them playing with it. Oh, never. Aneke, you have never played with it. All right. No problem. It's still okay if you have not played with it. You are still young. So, oh, Alalu, you said yes. I can see it. I've played with it before, but not exactly like this. Of course, there are variants. Yes, there are variants. We have different types. So I'm just using it as a general, okay, but not exactly like this. Okay, Kabira. Okay, thank you. All right, but before we move away from Abacus, the question is this: why do we just have Abacus being the one starting the history of computation? Don't we have means by which our forefathers had calculated or have done or have aided computation before the advent of the Abacus? So this is a challenge to us. Those of us who are students of history, those of us who are students of public relations, we should learn to write our history right, make our history known. Now, China has put itself on the global map, right? And we can see that that global map is being reflected in history because of what? Abacus. There are things that our grandfathers, our parents have done that is so excellently done, but it has not found relevance in computation or in science. For instance, for some of you who watch some of these Nollywood movies, you see that a young man with just maybe one dibia or babalawo will stand at the corner of his room and we just wave at a white sheet of bedsheet and he'll be looking at you wherever you are going. So this is a form of science. There was another one when I was growing, I had a way of communicating with one spirit called I've forgotten, Abijah or something, right? So with that, communicating with that is with the agent, that's the spirit, is a form of mobile wireless communication. But we didn't anyways have it in any history of computer textbooks. Why? Do we feel that what those people have been doing don't have relevance? It does, but it's rather unfortunate that these things did not make it into science book. Yes, it's a form of wireless communication, Biloba. Nona, you can't hear me. Please check your microphone. So I'm just arousing your thoughts as new students to the university. There are some things that is happening now that needs to find. Yes, can you still hear me, please? Can you hear me, please? Oh, Sanusi, thank you. Sanusi can hear me. Please check your mobile. Eni Pataki, thank you. Koforola, thank you. So some people can hear me. So probably the problem is local to you. Ogumbule, thank you. David, thank you. Adeda Mola Foloronshaw, thank you. So some people can hear me. So probably you check your earpiece or your speakers so that you can hear me properly. All right, so let's continue. So I'm just trying to arouse your thoughts in such a way that some things that we are doing now that credit should be given to us, we go extinct if we do not do anything pragmatic about it. For instance, the discovery of the cure for malaria is being attributed to a white man, but they do not have malaria in their country. So how did they get to discover the cure for malaria? Whereas our great-grandfather had been curing malaria using herbs. But there was no credence given to us that we discovered the cure for malaria. So these are the things that we need to look at in developing our history. Now, for instance, now, Ebola was, not Ebola, coronavirus was discovered where? In China, Wuhan. And you see, people still allow Chinese people to travel all over the world. Nobody banned them. But look at just the Omicron variant found in South Africa. They banned all the countries in the southern part of Africa. Unfortunately, Nigeria has joined the list of those countries that cannot travel to the UK for tourism or for some purposes. So these are the issues. We should stay and write our own history. A saying says that once a deaf man is writing the history of the blind, there's always a discrepancy. You need to write the history by yourself. So the use of Abacus, of course, made the first list, but we know that there were some sciences of calculation given by our forefathers that wasn't properly reported. So going to history again, the next one we are going to be looking at is the adding machines. Now, the Pascal machine, also known as Pascaline. Can you see my screen, please? If you can see, just type yes. Adding machine, that's the title. Can you see my screen? Oh, thank you, Sanusi. Lawa Latif, thank you. Oluwafemi Bolaji, thank you. Kiki Williams, thank you. Adaobi Chioma, thank you. Dolapo, thank you. Shabi, thank you. Michelle, thank you. All right. Ogun Laya, Elemero, thank you. So let's continue. So Pascal machine, also called the Pascaline, it was invented in 1642 by the son of the French tax collector, Blaise Pascal. You see, this man was a tax collector. His son saw a problem with his father's computational need. He invented a machine. Now, what problems are you seeing around you as a student in your house? You feel it's a recurrent problem. Have you developed any solution to it? For instance, you have that gas is quite expensive now, and you need to cook every morning in your house. Is there any way you can develop any eco-friendly ways of cooking without destroying the ozone layer? These are challenges that we need to look at. It's not just you just wake up, eat your parents' food. To wash the plate, you will not want to wash the plate. You should look for ways of making life easy for your parents, either by helping them with the dishes or developing stuffs. Oh, biogas. Okay, biogas. That means you have to connect your sockaway. I hope some of you can do that because the methane coming from your sockaway is for cooking. Okay, so you should look for a problem that is in your house. Look for a way to solve it in very easy ways. So a son of a tax collector saw the computational needs of his father. He developed the adding machine called the Pascaline. He called it a numerical wheel calculator. It used 8 movable dials to add sums of up to 8 figures. 8 figures long using the base 10. Oh, electric cooker. So there's electric cooker using renewable energy. Oh, electric cooker. Ah, that's strange. But you have to plug it to the electricity. That's what somebody wrote on the chat group. Okay, let's continue. So using base 10, wouldn't that generate a lot of waste? No, it won't generate a lot of. That's why I said in such a way that it will not hurt the environment. That's how you do. Sorry, I'm attending to some of the questions raised on the chat group. That's why I'm leaving and coming. Solar cooker works fine. Oh, great. So there's solar cooker. That's interesting to note. Good. But have you tried to use that to solve the problem of cooking in your house? Okay. Do you wash your daddy's car or does he have to take it to the car wash? So you should identify problems, solve the problems, and get paid. Oh, Tobiloba, I hope your father can attest to this, that you wash his car. All right, let's continue. Oh, Infinite Smart, you wash. And does he pay you? You should demand some payments. Though he pays your school fees and he feeds you, but you can take half of the money they will take at the car wash. Alima, he washes it himself. That's not good. You should allow you should wash your father's car. I also wash Aiza Amobi. Oh, great. Thank you for helping out. Techno Canon 17. I wish you. Why do you wish? Some people demand for money. No service is free. I wash my papa car now. I go drive him, I go wash him. Tobiloba Akala. Okay, oh, do you have a driver's license? All right, let's come back to class. All right, let's come back to class. Oh, your father, don't worry, God will provide. If your father does not have a car, God will provide. Don't worry. But you can sweep the house, that's part of it, and demand for payment, right? All right, don't worry, let's continue. So he called it a numerical wheel calculator. Sir, is the Abacus both for subtraction and addition? Yes, yes. I run other errands. Okay, that's your duty to your parents. You should run errands. All right, so its limitation was that it was only useful for additional purpose. I do non-profit job, but I collect profit. All right, all right. Okay, that's okay. Stop typing. Let's continue with the class. So, no, you can't use Abacus to divide. Oluwafemi Bolaji. Yeah, its limitation was that it was only useful for addition. So the Pascaline machine is only useful for addition. Please, for those of you who are here, can you share the YouTube link with some of your colleagues on their WhatsApp so they could watch the streaming live on the YouTube? Yes, Olale Yanulua, thank you. Please, can you share it to your departmental group WhatsApp chats? Please do that now. Thank you. Akinyemi Matthew, thank you. Alamutu, thank you. All right, so let's continue. So this is what the Pascaline Machine. The lecturer just entered our class. No, your class should end by 10. So the lecturer cannot enter your class. There's a class going on now. So thank you for sharing. I appreciate. So this is what the Pascaline machine looks like, right? So you should look up for this. So does that mean that the Pascaline machine is for subtracting? Yes, as a limitation, it can be only used for addition. Why? Tax collectors only collect, they don't give out, so there's no subtraction with them. Yes, so that's tax collection. All right, so let's look at the let's continue with the adding machine. So in 1671, Gottfried, a German mathematician. Yes, okay, Oluwafem, don't they remit to the government? They remit after collection. Please, I don't understand how adding machine works. Okay, I'll address that shortly. So this young man was a German mathematician and also a philosopher. He invented a machine that could execute all 4 arithmetic operations: the addition, the subtraction, the multiplication, and division. Now, one thing that you should know is that each level that we get in computation, there's always an improvement. Yes, so by the time you get to a course where you study the generation of computers, you will see that the first set of computers could do very limited things, right? So later we could improve over time to be able to have the kind of laptop that you have nowadays. Now, when I was doing my own undergraduate project, I was using a Pentium 3 system, 1 processor. But now we have systems that have almost 4 processors, 6 processors, 8 processors at once running in parallel. So it is this improvement over time and our computational needs that gives birth. Sorry, I'm seeing some of your comments, but let me complete my thoughts before I attend to them. So our need for more sophisticated computation gives rise to the improvements in computational aids. And computational aids, one of it is Abacus, Pascaline, and also the one created by this German philosopher. Now, he invented a machine that could execute all the 4 arithmetic operations. Now, we said that you could only use the tax collectors stuff for addition, but this guy went further to include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, right? Which is an improvement over the existing ones. Now, this was done with gradual improvement over Pascaline machine over the years. So that is the essence of doing more research. You look at a problem, you look at how you can do it better, then you come up with how the procedure of doing it. For instance, in those days, if you needed to do any surgical operation, right, any surgery, they don't give you anesthesia that's pain reliever. They just cut you open, and you can imagine the excruciating pain. So somebody looked at it and said, oh, please, sir, can you display the picture of the Pascaline machine? I've done that. Let me not take too much of the time. Now, what will happen is this. Okay, let me quickly say this. Well, there's a material that the department has on display. You have 2 documents to obtain. One you have the reading material and also the workbook, right? The workbook is where your assignments can be written. So at the end of the semester, you are going to submit this, no, not at the end of the semester, as at the time that will be determined by the department, you will submit this document, right? Once you submit this document, that will form 30% of your total grade. So it is in this workbook that we mark the assignments, then we score you over 30. So it is important that you visit the Department of Computer Sciences to obtain this workbook. Yes, you can get it at the Department of Computer Sciences. When it will be available, the information will be passed across to you in due time. The cost, I'm not aware of the cost, but in the next lecture, I hope that, yes, everybody should get a workbook because it's part of your is where your CA will be graded. However, as the HOD always informed us that this is not compulsory, but it is required. I do not know the price. So please visit the department. The price will be made known to you. We'll let you know when it's available. So all these diagrams that I'm displaying and detailed information, you can get it in that regard. So please, let's move on. Yes, at the Department of Computer Science, let's move on. So once a problem is identified in any area, we look for solutions to it. So the solution that Pascaline can only do addition, the German scientists came up with another method of addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. Now we see that over time, there are great improvement in this. So this is the Leibniz calculator. Oh, who is your husband? I'm seeing some focus on the class. Okay, thank you for the advice that we should focus on the class. So this is the calculator that can do addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. So you see details of it in the reading material. So the Babbage machine, that's the beginning of computers as it is known today, started off with Sir Charles Babbage. He was an English mathematics professor. He proposed a machine to perform differential equation. Now you can see when we have conquered the aspect of addition, right? Subtraction, multiplication, and division. A step was taken further to propose a machine that could perform differential equation. All right. So he called it the difference machine. And this was powered by steam. You see, others were just powered by manual, the use of hand or manual, the use of gears and bears and all that. But here we introduce the concept of power. But the power used here is the steam. Now, you now look forward to this generation. You find out that your computers now use what? Electricity, right? So once your computer it's the use that your computer can use electricity today is as a result of age-long research, right? From steam to other form of powering using huge amount of each volume of electricity or each current or each voltage of electricity. Please, I did not before this one. Screenshot is it's instead you write later. All right, don't worry, you are just new to the system. You'll be getting just accustomed to it. So just liaise with your mates. They will tell you how to go about the slide. If I'm teaching, you can, a physical class is going on now. Really, a physical class should not go on. tell the individual that you have lectures. Yes, tell him that you have lectures. The slide is on display. Yeah, please, can you all see my slide? Yeah, you told him, who is the person? Can you tell me the name of the person and what department? What department is the person from? Yeah, please tell him to leave that place. Tell him to leave that place as the class is going on. He should not be taking tutorials when we have classes. Yeah, tell him that we are supposed to have a class, not tutorial. Yeah, please tell him that a class is going on and this period is listed by the university's timetable committee for this class. Thank you. So it was powered by Steam. So Adam is asking, can I send, is giving us course outline. What course is that, please? Yeah, can you tell us what course that is? Yeah, what course is that? Tell him to exit the class. Maths. Maths cannot be there. FSC 114. No, we have FSC 113 now, not FSC 114. Please inform him that this period is allotted to FSC 113, not 114. Yeah, if he's not a lecturer, please send him out of the class. Thank you. Tell him tell him Dr. Alamu ask him to exit the class. No problems. Just tell the individual to exit the class, that he shouldn't distract us, please. All right, so let's go on. This is the Babbage machine. Okay, if I can send this slide, well, probably one of you will provide a mail address or a number that I can send to, then you can broadcast. But for now, I don't think I can copy any number. But let me quickly give you my number so that you could speak with me immediately after the class. Yeah, please get a pen so that you could write that down. 080 34 90 5719. Please do not call me now. I'm using my internet service so that I don't get disconnected from the class. Yes, that's my number. Thank you. Oh, thank you. He has left the class. 080 34 90 5719. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please don't call me now. Don't call. Don't send me a WhatsApp chat. I'll send the slide to you, please. Thank you. So let's continue. So the other machines that were created also stem from the fact that we had problems with existing systems, right? So the kinds of Sir Samuel Morland invented 3 calculation machines between 1663 and 1669, right? And they were independent of the Pascaline machine. So other researches were going on to solve the inherent problem that was found in the first type of machine. Please do not send me any WhatsApp now. Please, right? Do not send me any WhatsApp now. Do not call my number now. All right? I will just send it to one individual. The individual will send it to a number of you. Right? Thank you. So the first machine was used for adding and subtracting of pounds, shillings, pence, and farthings. The other two provided access to pre-calculated table, right? So you have a situation where you move from basic addition, right, to the quadratic equation, right? Then it goes further to create lookup tables. I'm sure some of you during your WAEC or GCE, the YouTube link isn't working. Please try it again. Please, can I hear back from the YouTube guys? Is it working? Yeah, so from the scene I have here, I still have that the YouTube channel is working. Please, can you find out from those on the YouTube channel, is the YouTube channel is working? Oh, it's blurry. Yes, it is. Thank you, Ashabi. Oh, thank you. I did something. They should increase their quality. Oh, thank you, Poison. Wow, what a name. Well, I think that's if they can't connect, then it is their network issues. Please let them relocate. Yes, it is working. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate. All right, so let's continue. The YouTube link is working. Thank you, TechnoSpark. So that means, well, they should get to a place. It's quite blurry. Well, I'm sorry about that. Probably your internet connectivity is not strong, but it is working to say the least. So the other two provided access to pre-calculated table. As I was saying, you would have used the log table, right? Yes, thank you, Olale. Increase your quality to 1080 pixel. So the other two provided access to pre-calculated table. So those pre-calculated table, like the logbook, the chi-square, and everything you use during your SSC, are some of the examples that this machine could work on. So you see, those little changes that we had helped us in such a way that we could come up with excellent systems that we have today. So such excellent systems, you have, some of you have phones that could outperform some of the computers we use for our own projects. So the major thing you need to know is that there are things that needs to be done. We look at problems that existed. A solution is given to the problem, is profiled to the problem. Solution is given to the problem. It leads to the improvements in the technology of computers. Now, you find out when the computer Pentium grid started, it started with Pentium 1, it moved to Pentium 2, moved to Pentium 3, and all of that up until we have I-core something or something, the dual core. So those improvements that we have over the time led to the improvement in the computer. So this is this little history that we want to introduce it to briefly in computing, at least for your level. We should not bother you with deep detail because a number of you are not core computer science students. A number of you are not core science students. So we just want you to look at the history. You should just know and please take note of some of these dates for the process, for the purpose of your exams, right? We want you to look at, one, the dates. the period this technology came, the name of the scientists, right? What they invented, what their machine could do, what they improve over. These are the things you should take note when you are studying for your exam or for your personal consumption. So when you get the reading materials, right, you are going to be getting all the required details. You know, once I'm supposed to present using a slide, it's just going to be like a summary of the whole textbook, right? So please visit the department or speak with your class rep. Your class rep will tell you when the material is available, right? And he will also inform you on other modalities, right? So for the next classes, please look out for your to your class rep. We will share the Zoom link for the next class early enough, but the YouTube channel will be shared during the class. So please, oh, you don't have class rep? Okay, just keep close to your friend, right? Your friends will get things across to you. So once we start the class, the YouTube channel can now be set up and sent to you. So those of you who are in this class, Oluwan, Niyi, thank you, Shemilore. Oh, thank you that you have accepted to help us. We appreciate that. So when we generate the YouTube channel, we send it to you here. You can help us to broadcast it in such a way that every other person can connect. Because we could only accommodate 300 people here, then thousands of you can join on YouTube stream, right? So once the LMS is set up, we will send this pre-recorded class to you for your review, so you can look at it all over again. So this is a recommended textbook. You're supposed to visit the Department of Computer Science to get your reading material and also workbook for your assignment. Having said all this, do we have questions? And I thank you sincerely for listening. If you have any question, can you just type? I hope I'll be able to. It's not clear. What's not clear, please? Hallelujah, Bolaji. You have any questions? Thank you. Uriade Abisala, thank you. The sound, I think it's your network. Everybody can hear me. Thank you, Ogumbule. Josephine, thank you. Falaju. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for attending the class. Are we taking attendance? Of course, we should take attendance. Yeah, all right. The class is going to be virtual always. Yes, the reason being that COVID is real. Thank you for being nice. Oh, a lecturer should be nice. And you should not thank you for being nice. Thank you, Favor Afolake. Obo for Joes, thank you. Favor Afolake, thank you. Yeah, Jericho, that's my number. Olafunke, thank you. Well, the class is still on. Please don't send me a chat. Rema iPhone, thank you. Can we get the course outline, please? You'll get it in the reading material. Oluwatife Folorunsho, thank you very much, sir. But how will the attendance be taken? All right, please just type in your name. I'm sure you don't have a matric number yet. Just type in your name on the chat so I can get it from there later. Thank you, Bella. Thank you. Okay, Adekoya, I'm seeing your name. Please just type your name. Thank you, Aishat. Oriade Aribisala, thank you. Wentusa Suzanne. Badijo Zayad, thank you. Oyelude Samuel, thank you. Idoko Emmanuel Oche, thank you. Oku Ogbeefeno, thank you. Keshinro Olati something, thank you. Adeyanju Miriam, thank you. Aikuola Kainde, Adewale Nusayaba, oh boy. Williams Oluwa Fiku, Lawal Latif, thank you. Oyekunle Deborah, thank you. People de para, they had matric number. How did you get your matric number? Marcos, thank you. I know Rashidat, thank you. Ibeji Namdi, Isaac. Osifo Olorunfemi, thank you. Emmanuel Augustine Ojie, Precious Osinachi, thank you. Yes, Muiza, my name is Dr. Alamu Femi Ololade. Dr. Alamu Femi Ololade, Department of Computer Sciences, University of Lagos. The first nice lecturer. Thank you for the compliment. Olusheye, thank you. Down see Samuel Ayoji, thank you. Oniyole Wisdom, thank you. Olaoye Oluwabukola, thank you. Adiniran Opeoluwa Christiana, thank you. Onyes, thank you. Faluja Abramad Aishat, thank you. Oliyede Sekina, thank you. Kadri Ami, thank you. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name properly. Umar Damilola, thank you. Omolona Timileyin, thank you. Bionus Godwill, Adejola Esther, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Bolaji Aliyah, Temilade, Olatosin Deborah, Olofin Oluwatosin. Yeah, that's my number. Thank you. George Ademola Samuel. Please don't message me. Olajubu Akinola, thank you. Ewere okay, confidence. No, the class is a 2-hour class. Afolabi Faith, thank you. But the introduction is small. Olakoya Daniel Oluwasegun, thank you. Adu Paul Taiwo, thank you. The class is 2 hours. But given that the introduction is little, then Olateju Ezekiel Ayomi Posi, thank you. Ajani Nasifa Nafisa, thank you. Abatan Oluwafunmi Obofe Jos, thank you. Additional Miracle, thank you. Igere Ovie. Please, you can use your name as your details. Olu Owobi Tijani. So in that, it will be easy for us to locate you. Ayeno, thank you. Adebisi Olayinka, thank you. Moses Abraham, thank you. Just use your name and your surname. Kanu Kalista, thank you. Daniel Taiwo, please change your phone name. Thank you, everyone. Ajala Abdul Gafar, thank you. Talabi David, Oluwadamilare, developed. Ayeni Precious. Well, I can't see the question of the machines that were developed. Abdul Aziz, thank you. Yes, we are 6 in number to teach you. Adeyemi Tomilola, thank you. Oduntan Kike Lomo. Faluja Rachel. Odunaike, thank you. Ugo Taribo, something. Apalowo Titi Love, something. So 6 lecturers will, 6 lecturers will use Zoom. Aidero Oluwatoloba Telabimbola, thank you. Adebuyi, thank you. Solomon Victoria, thank you. Fa Nayojo, thank you. Idowu Oluwabukunmi. I haven't heard my name, sir. Sorry, Ogala, thank you. Which course will be online? Oloyede Olushola Esther, all the topics will be online. Adeloju Toluwa Lashe. Sir, please, can you show slides recommended textbook? Okay. So, can you see that now? Okay. let me see the charts so that I have a lot of charts. So we have, sir, please, can you show the slide of recommended? You have done that. Ajayi Elizabeth, Akeyemi Matthew Sunday, Bakari Abdulaziz, Oladapo, Olaribigbe, Babatunde Adepoju Toluwalashe, Ubiako, Ebuka, Moses, Okun, Olami, Benga Isaac, Oloyede Olushola Esther. So all our lecturers are going to use Zoom, to be on Zoom now. Well, for all this computer course will be on Zoom. I don't know for other departments, which courses will be online. FSC 113 will be online. Adeyemo, Modupe Oluwa, Akinojo Oluwa, Tishe, Gospel, Pere, Toikumu. So Ogunlola, Ololade, I haven't heard my name, sir. Sorry. At least I'm calling your name now. Idowu Oluwabukumi. Thank you all for attending the class. Sir, please call my name. What's your name? iPhone. I have not heard my name. Okay. Please, sir, how will the YouTube attendance be taken? Well, don't worry. We'll look for a way around that. Okay, I'm coming. So what is the full meaning of LMS, Learning Management System? Okay, let me start. Okay, let me see. Abasu Oreoluwa, my name wasn't mentioned though, sorry. Mbatobu Zochuku, please sir, will all courses be online? 113 will be online. Abdulaziz Okikiola, Inikanwa, Ife Chuku, right? What the full name of LMS means Learning Management System. I haven't heard my name, sir. Olutayo Esther. Now you have heard your name. Oluwadami Temilade. Meduoye Moyoshore. I haven't heard my name, sir. What's your name? Benga Isaac. I've got your name now. Wada Faith Ayomi Posi Batunde Ayomide, sir. Can we see, sir? We can see any slide yet. What does this mean? We can't see any slides yet. Yeah, I think a slide is showing of recommended textbook. Sir, what about the YouTube guys? How will they write their names? Don't worry, we get around that. Good luck, Mary Ibukunluwa. The analytical engine wasn't complete. Why is it giving so much credit? It wasn't completed. How do you mean wasn't completed? Well, I do not get your question so much. I haven't heard my name, sir. Baka Fitz, I've heard your name. Jowo Simi, I did something, right? Timileyin, Oladele, Olakunle said he will send slide to someone to pass it across by WhatsApp. Thank you, Uriade Ariba. Sir, those on YouTube are also sending their names. Don't worry, we attend to them. The slide is not showing on my screen. Please change your location. Oni Maria, thank you. I've not heard my name, sir. Omoni Ibolu, now you have heard your name. Ogundele Oyinamola Rebecca Alayaki Similuluwa. Sir, can you repeat the things we should watch out for when doing our personal reading? All right. You should look at the names. You should know the names of the scientists. You should know when they were born. You should know their contribution, and you should know what they have contributed to the field of computing. Then, of course, just general history. Of course, you need to know the dates. You need to know what they did. You should know their names, what they contributed, and all that. So, Fákúnlé Ìníolúwa Ọládàpọ̀, Akínrọ̀lọ́bà Ayọ̀mídé, Adébùtù Ọláyẹmí, Ọbáfẹ́mi Moses, Rerelolúwa, Aneke Jerry Chukwuma. Please, sir, how will those? Don't worry. Samuel Uisemaya Osegbemwe. Hey, sorry if I didn't call your name properly. Much apologies. Nwugu Amarachi Confidence. Oyetomi Anjola Oluwa. I have not heard my name, sir. Isejin Ugetega Gideon. Now I've called your name. Sir, please call my name. What's your name? iPhone. That's what I can see. Bakara Blaziz Oladipupo. Akinroloba Ayomide. Ẹ̀san Rotimi. Lájúwọ̀n Favour. Odupitan Daniel Tai Toluwa Ni. Your name is iPhone. Oh boy. How is your name iPhone? Okay. Shoyege Adefe. Shoyege Adefe Precious. Osini Peter. Good Lord Maria Owa Bamiri. I haven't heard my name too, sir. Ladi Akinyemi Kikiola. Called your name? I have not had my name, sir. I tell P33. Sir, course outline, you get it in the reading material. Sir, please, somebody of our name, some of our name is at the top. Don't worry, I'll look at it when I'm compiling that. Sir, how will people on YouTube do attendance? Don't worry. Please call my name, sir. Favour Afola, something Afolake Oluwa Finiyi. That's the name. I'm going to keep mentioning my name. I'm gonna keep mentioning my Ogunlaya. Ogunlaya Ola something. Ipaye Alima. Thank you, sir, for coming. You're welcome. I haven't had my name. Abdulaziz Ukikiola. Omosu Stephen Jaji Zainab Abike. I haven't heard my name, sir. What's your name? Techno F1. Aduragbemi Abayomi Samuel. Ogunkoya Adiola Elizabeth Adekunle Samina. So we don't have any physical class. Well, until we have that's a reduction in the COVID. Izobo Precious, I haven't had my name. Nwabufo Chinyere Lucy, I've called your name. As the class ended, apparently, yes. Fadeni Precious, Fadeni Precious, yes. Ade Fejoko, Ogunkoya. So don't worry. Okay, let me look at the question instead of calling the name. So everyone is looking for clots now, Abi. What's clots? I don't understand what that means. I have not my name, Maduka. Okay. So Adura Gbemi Abayomi, sir, please call my name, iPhone. Oyetomi. So don't worry. Let's see. Maybe you can enable live chat on the YouTube too, sir. Okay, Clouds Jesus. I can't hear anything again. No. Can you hear? Can anybody hear me, please? Don't worry, we'll get your name. Can you still hear me? Just type yes if you can hear me. Can you still hear me, please? Hello, can you hear me? Can you just type yes if you can hear me, please? Yes, can you still hear me, please? I can't get any response here. All right. Well, I can't see any response anyways, but I assume that you can hear me clearly, right? is computer fundamental. Yes, that's the textbooks that you will come to the department to come and pick up at a later date. All right, in the absence of no other questions, can we bring this class to a close? I thank you sincerely for attending to class, and we look forward to seeing you in the next class on Tuesday by 8 to 10 a.m. Another lecturer will come on board to teach you another aspect in the textbook. So when you get the textbook, you get the outline and some other things less. You have not had your name. All right, sorry, unfortunately the class is ending. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you next week. My name is Dr. Alamufemi Ololade. Do have a pleasant day. All right, so you could exit now. Thank you.